good health and well-being of tribal people. My name is Wasima, and my friend Surya from 2nd BSW Kaveri College for Women Autonomous Trichy are delighted to be hosting this webinar.
We can't proceed without receiving blessings from the Almighty. Sometimes all it takes just one prayer to change everything. With that, let's listen to our college prayer song.
A day with prayer is a day with blessing. Thank you, Almighty. Moving on with our program, I would like to invite our pillar of strength and someone who never fails to motivate us, Dr. G. Matilda Bhuvaneshwari, Head and Associate Professor, PG and Research Department of Social Work, to welcome our guests for today.
A pleasant morning, one and all present for the national webinar on Sustainable Development Goals, Good Health and Well-being of Tribal Population in India. A warm welcome to our chief guest, Dr. A. Jayarajan, Assistant Professor, Center for Outreach and Strategic Alliances, Centurion University of Technology and Management, Parlak Mudi, Odisha. Welcome, sir. A hearty welcome to our dynamic principal, Dr. V. Sujata, who is our source of inspiration. Welcome, ma'am. I'm happy to welcome Dr. G. Kanaga, Dean of Alumni Relations and Professor, Department of Social Work. I welcome you, ma'am. I welcome the Organizing Secretary of the webinar, Ms. Hema, and all the faculty members from different parts of the country. I welcome everyone. I welcome the faculty of Department of Social Work, the organizing team, and the student volunteers of the Department of Social Work. I welcome everyone present for the webinar today. Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am, for your cordial greetings. Next, we have felicitation by our Madam Principal, Dr. V. Sujata. She is an effective leader who builds the character of our students and builds the confidence. It is a great pleasure to invite our Madam Principal to felicitate the gathering.
Good morning. The most distinguished resource person, Mr. Jayarajan, Head Department of Social Work, Dr. Matilda Bhuvaneshwari, Dr. G. Kanaka, other distinguished faculty members of Department of Social Work, and all the participants, students, participants, and others. I am audible, ma, Matilda?
Yes, ma'am. You're audible, ma'am.
If someone wants to join, ma, you please check.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
you admit.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am, now it's not audible, ma'am.
Ma'am?
Okay, now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So I appreciate and congratulate the Department of Social Work who have taken enough pain to concentrate the well-being of the tribal community in India. Really, That the deserving community, we all have to support and help. But the tribal community always live with nature. Definitely they are the gifted community. Slightly we have to support by way of providing better education and better knowledge about the society. That is the need of the hour. Health issues, they are better than us because they move with the nature. So they are gifted, and I hope all of you should know about what is happening in India, about the particular community, tribal community. So once again, I congratulate and appreciate the efforts taken by Department of Social Work for organizing this today's seminar, and I thank our resource person also, the right person selected for the right job, and this is going to be very interesting and very useful. Wish you all the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Strong leadership is the foundation of our college success, and without you, that would not be possible. Proceeding with the webinar, sustainable development is the pathway we want for all. It is the peace policy of the future. Now, I request our distinguished ma'am, Mrs. S. Hema, Assistant Professor, PG and Research Department of Social Work, to introduce our chief guest to the audience.
Good morning all. It's a great honor for me to introduce our today's chief guest, Dr. A. Jayarajan. Dr. Jayarajan graduated with MA in Public Administration from Rajiv Gandhi National Institute of Youth Development, Sriperumbudur, and completed PhD in Public Administration from Gandhigram Rural Institute, Gandhigram. Currently, he is working as an assistant professor for Center for Outreach and Strategic Alliances, Centurion University of Technology and Science, Odisha, and also handling a project on health, livelihood, and education for tribals in Palghar district of Maharashtra. He invited as a resource person for a session on opportunities of skill-based education of youth learners organized by Department of English, Manomaniyam Sundaranath University College, Panangudi in 2005. He has also published 10 research papers and is going to publish a book on Introduction to Local Administration in Puducherry. Thank you all. Now I request Chief Guest to take over the session. Sir, the question is yours.
Yes, good morning, madam.
Good morning, sir.
Can you see my slide?
Yes, sir, it's visible, sir.
It's visible, no?
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Thank you, madam. Thank you. A warm welcome for all of you here. In fact, I thank Professor Sujata, Principal of Kaveri College, Tiruchirappalli, and other faculties, senior faculties, and Miss Dr. Sujata, sorry, not Dr. Hema, for inviting me to discuss about sustainable development goals, which is third goal. It is about good health and well-being of tribal population in India. So today, it's a topic for the today session, and we are going to discuss about both the things, good health and well-being of tribal, especially tribal population in India. Okay, so this is my introductory remark. In fact, everyone, I mean, before starting the session, I would like to, listen from you. I will ask a question so that we will interact with each other to understand the subject properly. Here, when you see the stranger or when you see the known person after an year, or when you see, you all people are, all are the student community only. So what you do when you go to home, go back to your home from your hostel, initially, what your father will ask, or what your mother will ask, or how you interact initially, how you start your conversation. Can anyone say that? Say that. Or you are meeting your friends after some time, after an year. Okay, the first conversation, what you will have?
Sir, you will greet them and ask how they are doing.
Yes, good. I would like to know more about that. I mean, the other people can answer.
Were you safe while traveling in the bus or in a vehicle?
Okay, good answer. And initially, how I mean, in Tamil also, first people will ask what? How they will start?
So how are you? They will ask
How are you? Good. Someone said, how are you? That's a great answer. Usually, when the friends meet each other, they will say, Nalla irkiya? Eppadi irkeenga? So they will inquire about the health. Initially, they will start with the health. So health is an important determinant of well-being community. Okay, for the human, not only the human being, for anything, even with the nature, even with the animal. Okay, the health is wealth usually. So health is an important determinant. So that is a topic that we are going to discuss today, and it is considered as a essential elements of human development and progress. Usually, when two people meet each other, they will start with how are you, how you do, how do you do, so something like that. So initially they will start with health only, then they will ask about everything, what about your job, what about your family, so other things will come after that. So health is a very important thing. So that is the reason sustainable development goal, which is emphasizing to ensure healthy lives and promote well-being for all at all age. Okay, since from the birth till death. Before birth also, even during the pregnancy also, sustainable development goals insisting to protect the mothers, to feed the mothers, to support them financially. So they are insisting those things. So why it is very important? Whenever whenever the health emergency comes, usually people what they do, they will just go on the people caught in the bankruptcy. What they will do, they will get a loan initially, because health emergency maybe due to the ill health, sudden attack on COVID also, it's a pandemic completely. So nobody usually react to the health emergency very usual. So it is health emergency comes in unusual only. It's abnormal. So heart attacks comes, accident comes occur. That time the health emergency push the people into extreme poverty. Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Can you hear me? What?
Sir, your voice is very feeble, sir.
You're not hearing my voice?
Sir, it seems to be very low, sir.
Low. Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you, madam. So that is very important thing.
Okay, sir. Okay.
What is the focus? Actually, what is the focus of today's topic? It is to require to achieve universal coverage. See, sustainable development goals aims to achieve universal health coverage and sustainable financing for health for all age, for all people. It is sustainable. It's completely a continuous process. It is not that one time if the government initiates something and they drop. No, that is not like that. So it's a sustainable financing for the infrastructure development, for the health, for the women, for the child, for all the people, till the age-old people also, and to address the growing burden of communicable and non-communicable diseases. See, that we know this pandemic is coming up. Okay, after some time, the another pandemic will come. So may come. So it's a growing burden of communicable as well as non-communicable disease. To address those issues, Okay, this is a focus of Sustainable Development Goals. Third is to tackle antimicrobial resistance and environmental factor contributing to ill health. So the environmental factor means the pollution. Suppose pollution. Due to pollution, more than 4.5 million people are dying throughout the world, I'm telling. Okay, per year. So that is the rate due to poor pollution. The ill health due to poor pollution. So today's topic is very important topic. The question arises here to ensure healthy lives and well-being. Why the question is arising here? Because of why it is happening means are we in a good health or are especially tribal people, okay, and building prosperous society. Because as we earlier discussed about the society, how they used to communicate. Okay, so they start with health, and to build a prosperous society, they must have a good health. And third thing is, health emergency can push people into bankruptcy and poverty. To stop them from the bankruptcy and poverty, we are addressing this issue and achieve sustainable financing for health related to health in all the aspects. Construction of primary health center and availability of health services the worldwide throughout the nation, and to tackle growing communicable and non-communicable diseases. So these are the 5 elements that is focusing on health and well-being. So this is the third point. We have a Sustainable Development Goal has a 17 goals with more than 172 targets, out of which we are going to discuss about good health and well-being, which is focusing on healthy lives and promote well-being. Okay, ensure healthy lives and promote well-being for all the people at all the ages. So let me go through one by one. The first target is reduce maternal mortality. So we will elaborately see this in the presentation. But before this, I want to put a small word about this, which is the reduced maternal mortality. So India is severely affecting and gradually coming up out of it. Gradually, let us discuss about the tribal population. How the tribal population, the maternal MMR, that is called maternal mortality rate, is with the tribal community. The second point is end all preventable death under the age of 5. So second target is to end all the death under 5. The third is fight communicable diseases. See, nowadays the communicable diseases are very high. Even Professor Sudhata Madam also pointed out in the introductory remark that the tribal people are living in with the plants and trees, with a good environment. So there, how the communicable diseases are spreading there, that we are going to discuss. And reduce mortality from non-communicable diseases and promote mental health. So look at this mental health. Nowadays, due to this mental disorder or mental issue, many people are committing suicide. In fact, tribal people also, which is not accounted, which is not in the record. Even some newspaper I could see in the internet, when you Google it, you will get some number, you will get some number, but that may or may not true. We have no government data on mental health issue, due to mental health issue in this tribal community, because they are living in the outskirts and which is not outreachable. I mean, they are outreachable. Okay, and the fifth target is prevent and treat substance abuse. Okay, due to this alcohol, tobacco, some kind of, substance abuses. So, and reduce road injuries, which is, you all people will think that the road, in the tribal area, road is available there, but road accident also there. Okay, it is not, when you compare with the other area, which is non-tribal area, comparatively it is low, but it is there, the road accident and injuries to death. And the seventh point is universal access to sexual and reproductive care and family planning and education. We have very less data in this seventh point, because regarding the family planning and education and sexual reproduction care, we have no separate, yes, we have some separate survey which is conducted by Government of India, which is, we have no access or may not be available in the internet. That is okay. The eighth point, achieve universal health coverage. See, this is very, very important thing. The aims and are coming to even southern part of Tamil Nadu also, in Madurai, to achieve universal health coverage as well as the universal health setup. So wherever you go, am I audible?
Sir, sorry for the disturbance, sir.
Yes.
The slide is not moving, sir.
Which slide, madam?
Slide.
Is it okay?
No, sir, it's not moving, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Oh, sorry. You must have informed me earlier. Thank you, madam. So now you could see, no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sir, you could
Thank
make
you,
it
sir.
maximum PDF, not visible.
Thank you. The another thing is achieve universal health coverage, and the last point is reduce illnesses and death from hazardous chemical and pollution. See, the tribal people are little safe about this issue, illness and death from hazardous chemical and pollution, because they still live in good, and most of them are in rural population, rural area only, and they live with plant and trees. So they are little safe about death from hazardous and chemical and pollutions. Okay. Yes. Can you see my slide? Means of implementation targets.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So we have 9 targets and another 4 targets, which is means of implementation. It is about the targets. Okay, how we will implement it. So that is framed by Sustainable Development Goals. The first goal, first target is strengthen implementation of framework convention on tobacco control. So this is very serious issue in terms of tribal community. We have a separate act for this to abolish tobacco as well as the another thing, alcohol. But most of the states are not following it. The second thing is provide access to medicines and vaccinations for all. This is very, very tough task in terms of tribal population, because they are not reachable and they are floating population too. And the SDGs has framed out there must be research and development for vaccine. The separate research and development. It is for common, not for tribal community. It is for common. The third point is increase health financing and health workforce in developing countries. So health workforce in developing countries. That is another thing. And strengthen capacity for early warning, risk reduction, and management of health risk. So strengthening capacity of early warning and the risk reduction. See here, the management of health risk in tribal communities is very, very high, very, very high. So that we will discuss. A brief about, I'm not going to elaborate about the tribal population completely, but it is a brief about tribal population. India is the second most populated with in terms of indigenous community, that is tribal population, which is 28 of the world tribal population. India is in the second place, and we have more than all the state has a tribal population. Goa only have a 0.04%, but other states, let me take Madhya Pradesh, 15 million, okay, almost 1.5 crore, and Maharashtra 10 million, Odisha 9 million, Rajasthan, the same 9 million population. And the other, see, most of the tribal population are populated in rural areas only. Most of the population. That means 90% of the tribal lives in rural areas. And 90 districts are 809 blocks with more than 50% tribal population. Okay, half of the blocks are completely occupied, or the tribal living populated area. And tribes, where they will usually live, they live in rural area, and they live in hilly area and forest area. And the tribal population of the country continues to live in predominantly, most of the tribal population are in hilly area and forest area. And we can together account, that means hilly area as well as forest area, that means almost 60% of forest cover in the country. Okay, they live there. And it's a small census about tribal population. State with highest proportion of scheduled tribe, that is Mizoram. Okay, and the lowest is Goa, 0.04 only. UT, in terms of UT, a proportion of highest is Lakshadweep, and the lowest is Andaman Nicobar, which is 8.3 only. And the district, this is very important thing. Why we are focusing on district? That means which is tribal occupied districts, or tribal located populated districts, which is Sarchip of Mizoram state, and the lowest is Hathras, Uttar Pradesh, 0.01% only, the tribal population there. So let us come to the analysis. I have divided the analysis into 3 parts. One is the target target of Sustainable Development Goal, and the deliverables. Deliverables means what? How far we have reached the Sustainable Development Goal. The target, then the deliverables, and the tribal community. Okay, particularly tribal community. What about the tribal community? How and where they are, and what needs to be the way forward. Okay, so this is the what you call the setup I have created. Give me a minute. Give me a second. Yes.
Sir, excuse me, sir.
Yes. Tell me, madam.
Sir, can you make the screen a little bit bigger, sir? Increase the size of the screen, sir. Is it possible, sir?
Yes. Is it okay now?
Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Okay. So I have divided into 3 things. One is target, deliverables, and tribal community. What about the tribal community? The first target, maternal mortality ratio. In India, see the only 5 states. The first target is about the global target aims to reduce 70 per 1 lakh live birth. Okay, so 70 per, if suppose 1,000 children are coming up, only 70 can be acceptable. So this is the number we are targeting. And let us come to the reality happening in India. I have given only 4 states, which is 3 states occupying the predominant position. First is Kerala, second is Maharashtra, third is Tamil Nadu. I have highlighted Maharashtra here because Maharashtra is most populated, one of the most populated tribal community, tribal state. The first is Kerala. Kerala has achieved it. Okay, Maharashtra has achieved it. Tamil Nadu has achieved it. But Assam, Assam out of 215 per 1 lakh, which is almost thrice. Okay, so Assam is in very poor condition. The indicators of maternal mortality ratio, that is yearly marriage. Due to yearly marriage, this tribal community goes for yearly marriage. They marry at 10, they marry at 12, they marry at 13, 14. They start at that age. Okay, after the puberty, they used to get married. And yearly childbirth. Okay, that too, the marriage is for one component. The another component is the yearly childbirth. They used to get pregnant at the age of 12, at the age of 13, at the age of 14. So that puts in a difficult situation for the tribal women. Okay, and the high incidence of anemia. Anemia is prevalent in tribal population in a larger scale. Okay, let us come to the tribal population. How 50% of adolescents girls are underweight. Completely, it is between 15 to 19 years old girls are underweight, and 65% of the women in between the age of 15 to 49 years age group suffer from anemia. It is completely, even government of India and the states actually working on it to cure this anemia, but still we are losing it. And 27% of the tribal population still deliver at home. They are not going to hospital. That's a major issue. Let us discuss about that. And in the third or fourth slide, we will discuss about that. Why? How? And the recent estimate of maternal mortality rate among the tribal women are not available actually. No recent estimates. Actually, we have no complete data about the maternal mortality rate, especially for tribal, is not available. Okay. The second target is end all preventable deaths under 5 years of age. That means below age, be a child, a newborn child, in a newborn child to 50 age. So that the SDGs target is 25 per 1,000 life. Okay. So what about the national average? In India, 36 child are dying. Out of 1,000, 36 children we are losing. Okay, in Kerala, 10. Tamil Nadu 17, Maharashtra and Madhya Pradesh, which are both the states have most populated tribal communities. Okay, there you see 22, and Madhya Pradesh 56, which is double. Okay, still Madhya Pradesh have more than 1.5 crore population. There the situation is very worse, and it comes to the tribal population, it was 74 in 2011 census. It was 74 per 1,000 live throughout the India. I am telling, it's a national census. In India was the highest among. It's a very sad to hear. India was highest in the world among the indigenous population. So now after seeing the number, Government of India has initiated Janani Suraksha Yojana, which is post-delivery care, which help the women financially. That means they will get some 500 to 4,000 rupees, maximum up to primitive tribal communities and all. They will get more. They will get more finance also in the government through this scheme. So through this scheme, to boost up the child, and it is very good to hear that breastfeeding practice is the best among tribal population in India. Wherever you go, wherever you see the tribal population, you will see the women are okay with the breastfeeding. Even up to 1 year, they have no issue. They will feed the child. But under 5 mortality rate, no ratio was 57. We are losing 57 child per 1,000 live birth in terms of tribal community. So this is very sad and pathetic condition, and to hear such kind of a number. And the target 3 is about the five communicable. I mean, we are going to discuss about the communicable diseases. So the target, what is the target, says that to end the epidemics of AIDS, TB, malaria, and neglected diseases, tropical diseases, and combat hepatitis, waterborne diseases. For all the for all the diseases which is given here, we have very less data in terms of National Health Survey or NHM data. We have very less data, but still we have some data to analysis taken for analysis. As per the government data, 177 TB cases notified per 1 lakh. Okay, so to fight against, that means our aim is to put them 0.00. That is our target, to completely put down the TB cases, but still we have 177 TB cases and 0.05 HIV incidents per 1,000 people. That means in Mizoram is the very highest incident of HIV. That means 1.18 per 1,000. And Himachal, Karnataka, and Kerala have come across, but still it is closest to achieve the target, which is 0.00. In terms of tribal community, out of national cases of malaria, tribes account for 30%, which is very worrying, and 50% of the mortality associated with malaria. See, when the tribal community gets malaria, how they will get malaria? From the mosquito, where the mosquito will produce, where the plant is available in abundant, where you will see mosquito there. Okay, so how we are going to tackle this? So this is the question. And tuberculosis means TB. I mean, TB is 709 per 1 lakh lives against national average, which is 256. It is completely almost a thrice. National average is 256 only, but the tribal population is completely affected by TB. Okay, and the leprosy, from the mainland, from the non-tribal community, you have to compare with the leprosy issue. We have no separate medicine, separate health care for leprosy, because we have government of India still believe that we have almost eradicated leprosy. But when you go to tribal population, there you will see 18% of population still affected by the leprosy. Why it is happening? Because it is integrated with the general health care services. There is no separate health care services which is completely focusing on leprosy. That's the issue here. The target 4. Target 4 is about the mortality from the death from non-communicable diseases and promote mental health. Mental health is coming up. Nowadays you see many people, especially the youths, especially who are the stress. Those people are committing suicide. So how we are good? Because we have no data about the tribal community, how many people are affected by their mental health, but still we could see whether they are the survey of hypertension. 1 out of every 4, even 25% of tribal adult suffer from hypertension. Okay, even 1/4 of tribal community completely they are in hypertension. And the genetic disorder is prevalent in tribal communities, which is almost 40% of the tribal community which are genetically disorder. Okay, that is what the data says. Low nutrition intake. That means even though they are living in a good environmental condition, even though most of them are in rural community, most of them are completely agricultural based tribal people. They live in the tribal area, and they completely depend on the tribal goods only. Okay, even this Vandan also, Government of India has initiated that Vandan scheme of Vandan, which is whatever the produced by the tribal community, they are arranging it, farmer producer company. That is a very big, in whole India. When you compare with the normal farmers, this is very, very, nutritional content, as well as they are coming up, they are producing more number of crops from the tribal we are getting, but still nutrition, what they intake, it's very less. That means 29% of the children are not taking proper diet. 60% of the adult men and women after 80, they are not maintaining proper diet. So that is very, very, very poor to listen that. And animal attacks and violence, due to this, due to the dog bite, animal such as snakes, scorpion are very common in the tribal community. India has the highest snake bite mortality in the world, which is 125 dies every day from the tribal community. Even though they have their own medicinal component, that means a traditional medicine, but still they could not save the life. That is apart. That availability of primary health center is apart. The availability of community health center, availability of the other sub centers, that is different. But see here, we are losing 125 people every day. The tribal community, from the tribal population every day. That too highest in the world. Can you see my slide?
Yes, sir, it is visible.
Okay. Thank you. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. So we are coming into the target 5, which is prevent and treat substance abuse. See, it is to prevent substance abuse, including narcotic drugs abuse and harmful use of alcohol. See, in India in 1976, we have a excise policy for exclusive for tribal communities, which that act says prohibiting alcohol sale in scheduled tribe areas. Okay, but it is still none of the state is following it. They are not implementing it. That is the main reason. And using of tobacco, using of alcohol, using of drugs, which is very high in tribal community, which leads to death, mortality, serious diseases, and also create a law and order problem. This increasing incident of hypertension also that puts them completely stressed. They move out of the community sometime. They just bog away. That they will go out of the community sometime. Okay, and the cancer also, due to this tobacco, they get cancer. State government, in fact, I am not talking about the government of India. Government of India has already initiated that, but still the state government has not followed such kind of policy, or they have not created such kind of law to prohibit alcohol sale in this area. And tobacco and alcohol, in terms of number, 72% of the tribal men, and in the age group of 15 to 54, okay, are using tobacco, or more than 50% of men consuming alcohol. Okay, which is that 50%, half of the population, and more, almost, uh, uh, 72% of tribal men are using tobacco, which leads to cancer. Okay, and case in hand, we could see, in Gadchiroli districts of Maharashtra, people have spent rupees 377 crores on alcohol and tobacco, which is thrice the size of annual district plan of that Gadchiroli district. The annual district plan is 157, but the people spent on tobacco and alcohol, that is 377 crores. So that is a very major issue the country is facing now. So there is I have already told about this. We have a complete policy for that. As in terms of state, state government of India, but in state it is not there. We have no agency in monitoring and implementation of this policy. There is no agency. So that is the issue, that we are losing so many number of tribal population due to this tobacco, due to this cancer, due to this alcohol, and that to the mental issue also. So that is due to stress they commit suicide, some people. And the sixth target is about the road traffic. We all believe that road is available in hilly area may not leads to accident. That is not true at all. In 2019, 11.56 persons per 1 lakh population died due to road traffic. That is in India. Goa has recorded the highest death rate of 19.38, followed by Telangana, followed by Haryana and Chhattisgarh. So these are the major states which are, you will see some, highest death rate. And Nagaland recorded the lowest death rate, that is 1.02. Nagaland is full of completely a tribal, it's a under tribal state, where we will see, still you will see some people are dying out of this road injuries. Okay, and Manipur, Meghalaya, which is not completely, but most of the districts which are above 50% of population are from the tribal community. Okay, which is Meghalaya, Manipur, Mizoram, Nagaland, Andaman Nicobar. Okay, and the Lakshadweep in terms of UT have achieved the target. Already they have achieved the target. And no nationwide data is available with us in terms of to publish it, but still we have a study conducted by Rajendra Institute of Medical Science, Jharkhand, from the Jharkhand state. So they have conducted study with 1,713 population, and the age group is 21 between 40. Okay, these between 21 to 40 they have conducted the study in Jharkhand, and they have found that 52% of people are involved. They got accident by the two-wheeler vehicle. Okay, head injury and the major injury also happened, and which is completely due to the drunken drive. That means 34% of out of 52. No, out of that 30% are drunken drive. That means still the tribal men. I have discussed about. We have already discussed about the tribal men. No, who are consuming 50% of alcohol. So it is axiomatic that tribal people are addicted to alcohol, and due to which the road accidents are happening. Okay, in the tribal community. So it's a very serious issue that state must look into it. Target 7, that's a universal access to sexual reproductive care, family planning and education. It is still an unrealized dream of healthcare system to be, able to reach the last mile. Especially women belongs to scheduled tribe. It is distant and remote parts of the country. The mortality rate is very high. When you compare with the non tribal population, this is good. This is a good sign. We have that scheduled tribe one could produce at least 3 child. Okay, so the mortality rate, the fertility rate, the fertility rate is okay, that is good. It could produce more than 3, but it was 2011 census, but currently we are, 2.5 only. It is gradually reduced, gradually. And northeastern states seems to be better the rest of the country in terms of health care. Health care in the sense of what? Access to the hospital, access to community health center. They have a good success. That is okay. But still, the fertility rate, in terms of we cannot give a conclusion to the tribal population that they are taking a good food and good they're living in a healthy condition and they have no fertility issue. That is not true at all. Okay, 3.2 reduced to 2.5. And we have found 75 tribal group, that is primitive tribal group, we have already identified, and there are several neglects of maternal and child health care services. They have neglected it. When the government goes to them, they will say no, we don't want to take into this health care. We have our own system, like Siddha, like Ayurveda, and they used to say like that. Okay, the participation from the tribal community is very less in terms of universal access to sexual and reproductive care. Okay, and there is a huge lack of data regarding health aspect in terms of these 3 issues. That means family planning, education, and sexual reproduction. Yeah. And the 8th target is achieve universal health coverage, including financing risk protection. Okay, and the healthcare services and access to safe, effective, affordable, essential medicines and vaccination. See, 94% of total deliveries reported in the past year, in 2019, happen in the health institution itself, that is throughout India. Okay, not in the tribal community, it is in general, 94%. Okay, so Goa, Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, and Telangana are close to achieve the target. That means 100%. They are close. 99% of the people are going to hospital and they are delivering child. In terms of UT, Puducherry and Daman Dayu have achieved the target of 100%. Okay, that is institutional-wise delivery. They have a private hospital. They have a public hospital too. The women are going there. But in terms of tribal, only 50% of the outpatient visit. At least they will only 50% only visit the hospital. Okay, but in terms of non-tribal area, 100% of the people will visit the hospital. But in terms of tribal, only 50% of the people are visiting hospital. And in terms of infra, as per the government norm, one sub-center for 3,000 population and one primary health center for 20,000 population and one common community health center for 80,000 population. But are we maintaining that? Is it there already installed? And what about the infrastructure? See this, we have shortfall of 4,997 sub-centers throughout India. We have no sub-centers, and we have no sub-centers, 1,023 sub-center in shortfall in terms of primary health center. In terms of community health center, that means a bigger one, it is equal to general hospital, not a general hospital, but equal to general hospital. That is almost more than 80% of the population. There will be a community health center there, out of which we have already discussed about that. More than 800 tribal populated blocks are there in India, out of which only 600 has that. Remaining 209 community health centers, we have no where the tribal people could not participate in that. They won't go. They cannot go because there is no common, community health center. No, how they will go? And the health human resource, that means health workers, since from the physician, from the ASHA worker, since we have ASHA worker, we have a nurse, we have a doctor, specialist. Okay, what about these people? The vacant posts of doctor and specialist are very, very, very high in the tribal areas, and still government is not enforcing the law to fill up the vacancies. 90% of doctors are not entering into. They get the job completely. They get the job, and they won't go to the health center and work. And Chandigarh, okay, so health worker, in terms of what ratio, no, out of 10,000, Chandigarh has only one health worker, that is one doctor per 10,000. Jharkhand has only 4. Okay, and Kerala has 115, which is 115, and UT wise Delhi is the top, which is 50 out of 10,000. Okay, so this is a ratio. An analysis of health in terms of target 9, which is a death from hazardous and chemical pollution. We cannot come to the conclusion that in terms of hazardous, in terms of death, in terms of hazardous chemical and pollution, we cannot say that tribal communities are not affected by the hazardous or chemical pollution. We cannot say that, because still even though which is looks like a green, which looks like they live in a pakka environment only with greeneries, but still we could gain some kind of numbers to say that tribal communities are still in danger. World Health Organization estimate 4.7 million people die every year due to air pollution. And India, especially, in the globally, I'm telling, globally 4.7 million, but only in India 1.7 million death in due to air pollution every year. So which is very, very poor. Many states are working on. In case in hand, Delhi has identified some major spot and installed smog guns which produce good air. Smog gun means that's a kind of machine which produce good air. Okay, to put down the pollution and e-vehicles. Okay, in terms of tribal population, we have no big data. Death from hazardous chemical and pollution, we have very big data. And some export, Niti Aayog, from the Niti Aayog, they have identified, they have earmarked some data, and they have, which is available in the online, and found that major threat to the pollution is a major threat to the tribal population. Okay, pollution. We have no record of death, but in the record of pollution, no, we have data. That is, usually the mining happen. What kind of mining? The quarries. They go. So the corporate people comes there, and they do quarry work, and cement factories they construct. Due to that, the groundwater, water level goes completely down. Okay, and they are suffocating. Tribal people are suffocating, and when the water goes down, and which is chemically, when the chemical is mixed with the water, and they get the health issue. But we have no data on that. The component of chemical reaction or component of health issue related to the hazardous chemical. We have no data, but still many researchers have found that there is a component of chemical reaction which is mixed in the water, due to which tribal peoples are getting cold are getting some kind of diseases, which is related to chemical, and which is related to ill health. I mean, the pollution. Tribal people are becoming ill health due to this quarries and cement factories. So we have come to the discussion point. Discussion point means, the lack of population level data. We have I cannot say that there is no data. We have more than 60% of data, which you have seen in my presentation also. But more than we have 60% of data. But the small components, no, in terms of death due to hazardous, due to population pollution, that population we have nothing in our hand. Okay, and scarcity of trained manpower. Trained manpower means what? The ASHA worker. Okay, ASHA worker, which are not abundantly available in the tribal population. Case in hand, we are working in tribal population only, which is in Palghar district in Maharashtra, which we have started our work in 2020, before this COVID, in the month of January. So we have almost completed 1.5 years. Okay, in the Palghar districts of Maharashtra, and I could say still the trained manpower are, we have no trained manpower. Even though there are some ASHA workers, they won't go in the interior places because due to this animal attack, they won't go. But they have trained. Okay, but they have trained, but they won't go and treat the people. And the another major issue is the traditional healer. Traditional healer, the tribal communities always go with the traditional healer. You have seen that only 50% of the population at least touches the feet of primary health center or the sub centers. At least they have touched it. But another 50 population, they're still following the traditional healer. We are not against of traditional healer, but what we are saying that death rate is very high, mortality rate is very high. Under 5 children, are dying every day. And due to this snake bite, we are losing 125 people per day. But why these traditional healers cannot do that? So for these kind of issues, that's a very big debate we should conduct on that. It's in the discussion point, I would like to highlight this: tribal boys and girls with minimum education. I'm not talking about the degree course or a postgraduate course, but the minimum education about the trained for health, community health worker. So suppose though they have like a caretaker. Okay, like a caretaker, they must be trained for that. And primary health, there should be the bridge between primary health sub center or primary health center. So these tribal boys and girls, okay, and tribal population find it's very difficult to have access to the health care because of negligence and ill behavior of medical staff. This is very, very, very important thing, because we have to train them to approach, to hear from the tribal and to how to handle the tribal community. So that is very, that it is from my own experience as well as the researchers, from the researcher point of view. I mean, there are many researchers as discussed at this point. And the important reason behind the low output and the low outcome delivery system, which is we have to highlight this issue, because absence of community participation in the planning. Okay, it's an absence of community participation. I mean, tribal people are not coming to the primary health center. Primary health centers are there in some population. I have mentioned, out of 800 tribal blocks in the country, we have more than 600 blocks have health services, which is very big hospital, government hospital. But the participation of tribal community is very less there. They are not going, some people. And planning for outreach, that means providing infrastructure. We have to construct the shortfall are almost 4,000 primary health sub-centers, no shortfall. That we have to initiate. And and that too, the construction of these sub-centers and primary health center may not work with the tribal population, because they are scattered population. In one village consists of only 10 family, or maybe 12 family, maybe 15 family. They are completely scattered population. They are not homogeneous. They are completely heterogeneous. They have a primitive tribes also, so they won't mingle each other. When you go to northeastern states, you will get number of primitive tribes, more than 70 primitive tribes, and there are subsections also under the primitive tribes. There you will see they won't mingle each other. So not constructing the sub-center or constructing a small, primary health center may not work with the tribal population. So we may go for the mobile health camps. Okay, mobile health camp, which is a small van kind of thing, or like a 108 ambulance type setup we can initiate. Because ASHA worker, when we interact with the ASHA worker, so the ASHA worker used to say, no sir, we won't go to that village because snake bites are there, or tiger attack, or some kind of animal attack there are there. So to avoid such kind of things, we may have a mobile health camp by having a small van, okay, to reach out to those people. And the major issue that we have is the larger number of national surveys, such as National Family Health Survey, district level household and facility survey, annual health survey. National Sample Survey Office shall provide reliable data on health data regarding with the tribal population, so that we can plan accordingly. And these data can be collected to panchayat. See, the tribal have a very unique space, for panchayat extent to scheduled areas. That means PISA, P-E-S-A, PISA Act. They have a separate thing, which they have a council. We have a village panchayat president, no, they have a separate one, the council. So the data can be collected and collated by the panchayat, the elected representative I'm talking about. And telemedicines can be offered to the tribal population. Telemedicine means nowadays the tribal communities also started using telephones. Not all, but tribal, maybe some 30% of the tribal communities are started using. Those who have reached schools, they have started using the telephones. And regarding that, we can offer them a telemedicine. Okay, they when they have such kind of snake bites or any kind of issues, health issues, they can telephone and they can get that medicine. Okay, so that we can offer. And women and adolescents must be sensitized about their health issue, because 29 women are giving birth at their home itself. They are not serious about that issue. So we have to sensitize this women, child, and adolescent girls, and there should be a separate wing that focus on mental health. Because why I am always focusing for again and again repeating on the mental health is, when you go to this local newspaper, you will get plenty of people they will publish it. Suppose daily they will publish it. One case, 2 case, 3 cases every day. You will, when you see open the newspaper, you will get due to stress someone has committed suicide. So due to this large number of consuming tobacco and alcohol and hypertension, which is prevails in the tribal population, there may be many possibilities that tribal population, the youths, especially the girls, may be committing suicide. So there should be a separate wing which is focus on mental health to strengthen them. And health care, no, the sanitary napkin may be provided at the cheaper cost or free or at the free of cost to the tribal population, because because we have experienced with this. When our researchers, we have a 10 we have a research team. They used to go to the village and they will interact with the tribal community, and they have found that tribal children as well as the tribal women, they don't use napkin. So that is a issue. So to attract them, to attract them, or to enable them, take part in our system, we can give them a free of cost or the cheaper cost, the health kit, okay, which has some kind of health medicinal kits, no. So that kind of kit we may provide to attract them. And my last slide is health literacy must be a part of their curriculum itself. Health literacy, that means the part of curriculum itself, we have to educate the tribal students, so that they will interact with their family members about the health benefit, about the Swasth Kendra or about the primary health center. They will interact with their family itself. And the health insurance card has to be arranged by the government throughout the tribal community, so that they won't fear about going to the hospital, the private hospital I'm talking, private hospital, they won't fear about the financial burden. Okay, the intensive care must be for the following, that is controlling mosquito, malnutrition, child mortality, women health during pregnancy and after delivery, and health literacy. As I focused already about the health literacy, that we must have a complete curriculum setup in the the 5th class or 5th to 10th class, at least between 5th to 10th class, so that they will discuss among their family members. Okay, and this is my conclusion. To conclude, the issue on health and well-being of the tribal population would be solved by participation of tribal communities. This is very, very important point. Why? Because most of the places, government of India as well as state government, all the state government has more than 60%, I would say, they have infrastructure. But the level of participation in that health services, which is very low, because only 50% have reached the hospital. That is one thing. Second thing is, government of India and the state government has to frame a workable policy which is suitable for this tribal population. And the intervention in discussion with the tribal, they have to interact with the tribal community. What can be done? How we can solve the issue? How we can fill the gap? Okay, and the flag our government programs in that tribal areas, and to construct the complete infrastructure. That is very, very important, because in some villages, I have moved around almost 10 states of this country. Okay, I have interacted with the tribal community. When we interact with them, they used to accuse us. They say, no, sir, government is not only providing the infrastructure, otherwise we would have reached the hospitals. So that was we have heard from the tribal population, some population, but still they some portion of tribal population believes that they could recover from their own traditional way. That is apart. And third, all the health workers, from the physician, from the doctor, from the till the ASHA worker, which are the last mile of whatever the policy, whatever the framework, whatever the government act, whatever the government norms, it says the last mile is the health workers. So these people have to be trained properly, and they shall work towards the tribal population, so that the topic of today, that is good health and well-being for the tribal people, would be achieved. Okay, so this is my last slide, and the floor is open for the discussion.
Thank you very much for the excellent presentation, sir.
Thank you,
So
madam.
we are very happy. Yes, sir. We are very happy to know about the situation of tribal population in India, sir. Sir, actually, I was doing my research on problem of tribal women and children in Malayali
Okay.
tribes
Okay,
during
okay.
1993-94, sir. I was
Okay.
staying in the place where the Malayali tribal place. I was collecting data. That time I came to know about a crude form of abortions, crude abortions.
Okay, okay.
So that time that was prevailing, and also
Madam, I could not hear you, madam. Hello?
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
So you're not audible, sir.
Am I audible now?
Now you're audible,
Yes, sir.
sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir. You are audible. Ma'am was asking.
Thank you, madam. Thanks for sharing your thoughts. It's about Malayali tribes, no? Yes. Thanks for that.
sorry, sir. I got disconnected.
Okay, please, madam. Please go ahead.
Sir, I just want to know, sir, whether that problem revives now.
Madam, the issue is we have most of the data now, most of the related to health and well-being of tribal community. We have very less data to say that. But still we could get some research organization which is working on it, and they have published it on your title itself. Okay, so we can because in the Millennium Development Goals, no, it is closed access. That means what? Only the data shared by government or the UN. So those data can be accessed. But in terms of this one, no, Sustainable Development Goals, it is open access. We can take any data. We can consider that, and we can go for it also. So government, we have no complete data on tribal community, even though even not with the general population also, because we are ahead of 21 census. After maybe 1 year, we can get all kind of data that we ought to know. Thank you, madam.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, thank you very much, sir, for your wonderful presentation of the tribal population. Sir, I would like to know about the activities of youth. We have heard and know about the dormitory system. Do that system prevail now, sir? And how the youth, they function in tribal area? And I especially want to know the female children, about their literacy and the menstrual hygiene. Menstrual hygiene management.
Okay, madam.
Yes.
Madam, from my own experience, madam, I'm talking. Before I have mentioned that we are working in Palghar district of Maharashtra. In Palghar district, there is a place called Vikramgarh. That is more than you will see 96% of the population are tribal community only. Completely. Wherever you go, that you will see tribal population only.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
in that no, madam, when we interact with the, we are we are implementing three things, which is health and education and livelihood. Health
Yes, sir.
for the women, adolescent girl, and early newborn child. From the newborn child, adolescent
Yes, sir.
girl, and the women.
Yes, sir.
What we have come across is these women, they are not maintaining proper health. That is the issue. That is the point I have mentioned. We have to give them, the health kit.
Yes,
Some kind
sir.
of health kit we have to give them at the free of cost. I'm telling. It is not about the paying. We have already started giving that to the tribal
Yes.
women, and
Yes.
they are very happy about that. We have conducted training also, how to use that
Yes,
napkin, how to use everything, whatever the kits which is available there. When you
Very good.
so they are very happy about that.
Yes, sir.
When the snake bites, what you will have to do, the initial, first
First aid.
emergency kit and all, we have given that.
Yes.
It is working,
Yes.
madam. It is completely working. Nowadays it is working. They are very happy about it. And second point is about the youth, the educated youth. Still we could see that a school dropout who are used to migrate to the mainland for work, that those we cannot trace, and with those people are a little rude, they behave rude, but still the school going kids, no madam, these people are very,
Yes,
very
sir.
good. They are very polite, they are very good. They come to us when we reaches the tribal area, they always come to us. They speak English also. And in
That's
some
interesting, sir.
Pahad area, that is Pahad means tribe, hilly area, we could not, that the Hindi language won't work there. They have a separate language. They in that case, we have to interact with the educated youths. They are very happy and they are good. They are good, and we could still, train them and sensitize them about the issue of alcohol. Yes, they are okay, I think. I mean, not all actually, but even the 10-year-old youths also, my child also, used to take tobacco nowadays. The tribal community, they used to say that it's a part of their life. Tobacco is a part of life. So that is what they say. But still, we could, rescue them,
Yes, sir.
sensitize them. Thank you, madam. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, madam.
So it was an excellent presentation, sir, and we are happy to have such an eminent speaker. Thank you so much, sir. Sir, I
Thank
have
you,
a
ma'am.
question.
Please,
Sir, I
madam.
would like to know about the current pandemic situation. So because we could see as far as tribal area in Tamil Nadu, the tribal people were not willing to be vaccinated. So what about people in the particular area where you work, sir?
Madam, it is very interesting to answer this question. Actually, we have come across one, a case actually. The case is, we have a research group. We have asked them to, give a sensitization to these tribal people. First, when they go to the people, there was a rumor before, 8 months before. In fact, last November, December, I'm telling, madam. November, December, and after this vaccination, no, madam, after this vaccination coming up, in the month of, exactly in the month of, March, April, I think, yes, April, in the month of April, what has happened, the news has spread among the tribal communities, when they take the vaccination, they becomes important. No, they won't get, the fertility issue will comes up. So that was the message has spread with all the communities. Whenever the doctors goes to them and ask for the vaccination, they say, no, I don't want to put this. I don't want to take this jab. Because when I take the jab of a vaccination jab, what will happen? I become impotent. So I don't want to go for this. So when the death occurs after 1 or 2 months, the pandemic has spread almost all the areas in the country. There is no village left in the country. I would say, not I would say, that's the data says. So in that situation, when the death occurs in the village, they have come forward. Nowadays, they are taking the jab also. They are in the queue now. So that paradigm shift has happened. So nowadays, okay, madam, because through the educated youths, we could spread the message about the vaccination and all. But still, the primitive tribes, no, madam, it is very difficult to manage the primitive tribes, madam. That is very difficult. When we reach them, they won't see our face also. They just ran away from the spot. Even they will just shut the door. When we go to their home, no, they just shut the door and they will reply from their, by locking the door, they reply from their home itself. So that also happened. That to the primitive tribes, I'm telling, not the general tribes, but the primitive.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Sir, am I audible?
Yes, madam, please.
So here is a question in the chat box, sir. Shall I proceed with the question, sir?
Yeah, please go ahead, madam.
If anyone wants to start NGO for tribal people, how can we proceed? Question from Amrita.
Amrita, madam, here there are lots of NGOs are already available. So we have initiated a new. We too have created an NGO for the people, for the well-being of the people. Nowadays, Section 8 company, madam, it is called Section 8 company, which is comprises of livelihood, not only the service as well as the civil rights also. You can combine the both. It is not a trust. It is not a society. It's a Section 8 company. You can always establish such kind of NGOs, and we can work for the tribal communities. Nowadays, more than 75% of the tribal population are coming up, madam. They have come to the mindset that they will connect to the general population. Only some population of tribal communities are not coming up. That is okay, but still, majority of the tribal populations are okay now. They have a very good infrastructure. They are started producing companies. They have established some companies also, and so you can go for you can go and initiate the Section 8 company, which is helpful for the tribal people in terms of finance. Finance in the sense, what madam? You can produce it. You can organize the tribal population, and we can promote the livelihood activities, so that both it's a kind of win-win strategy. Your organization will also sustain, and the tribal population also sustain. Because the government, no, madam, one dan means one. I mean, one means what? VAN. Dawn from the tribal community. Government of India has initiated that. So it is a very wider scope and good scope for the in terms of tribal community. You can initiate. You can start your organization also, madam. We could also help you with that.
So, Dr. Amrita is asking how you could be contacted.
Madam, I cannot hear you properly. What?
The person wants to contact you, sir. They need
Yeah,
your
I'm
contact.
giving my email.
Thank you, sir.
This is my WhatsApp, and I have only one number, 904-777-1414. This is my number, madam.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
There's one more question, sir.
Please, madam.
Question from Daisy Rani.
Yeah.
Can you tell me the transformation or changes from the tribal people where you worked, sir?
Madam, I could see in terms of farming, nowadays they have created farmer producing company, which is initiated by Government of India. Now we the main sources of income from the farming communities, collecting the chullis or collecting honey or the other things, that millets. These are the main three things I would say. That was an initial time period of time they used to sell honey and all, but nowadays they themselves came with the farmer, because most of them, they have a farmland, no madam. So they have a very pakka farmland as well as the water connection also. So due to that, they have started coming up with the farming, okay, and they started selling it. So this is what the paradigm shift has happened in the tribal community. So this is what I observed and understood. Nowadays they have come up, they have initiated their own farmer producer company and for organization, and they have started selling it. They have connected to Amazon and Flipkart also. Some people from the tribal community, they have started, they have a very good in computing skills, and they started that. They have initiated that, and we also used to help them in terms of promoting it.
Dear
Excuse me,
participants, do
sir.
we have any questions?
Yeah, thank you, madam.
Excuse me, sir.
Please tell me.
What is the role of social workers in this setting, sir?
See, the main role of social worker is to conduct research. Research, and you have to observe many things. See, the tribal communities, no, it is see, when you ask a question to the general population, non-tribal communities, they will give you an answer, complete answer. They will give you. But in terms of tribal communities, you have to observe. So observation makes your report full. That is complete. Otherwise, observation and you have to record everything, each and every components that your research title, about the research title, the research problem. The main role of a researcher is to conduct a observational research first. Initially, you have to observe, because since they are tribal community, they won't talk much, and they hide many things. When you ask how many people are in your family, they will say only 10, but the actual is 20, or maybe actually is only 5. So I'm giving you just an example to make you understand about how the research works with the tribal community. You have to cross check it. So main role of research, the social worker is to, as a student, I'm telling, as a student, you have to conduct a pakka research with the tribal community, so that we can take it for a policy making, state as well as central.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Participants, do you have any other queries?
Mr. Seelan, do you want to ask a question? Seelan?
Yeah, I could also see Mr. Seelan.
Sir, shall we conclude the question and answer session, sir?
Hi, madam, I am not hearing you. What?
So I was just asking, can we conclude the question and answer
Yeah,
session,
please.
sir?
Yeah, please, please.
Participants, do you have any other queries? Over to MC.
On behalf of everyone, I'd like to thank our chief guest, Dr. A. Jayarajan, for his articulate speech and enlightening us with his informational views on this topic. We got more insight about the tribal population and in what ways they require help and what are the issues they face. Thank you all for coming up with such intriguing questions. Finding the right answer begins with the right question.
We are in the last part of this webinar, Vote of Thanks. The root of all goodness lies in the soil of appreciation. So, now I invite Dr. G. Kanha, Professor and Dean of Alumni Relations, PG and Research Department of Social Work, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Good afternoon, everybody. It is indeed my special privilege to propose vote of thanks. I express my sincere gratitude to Reddy Educational Trust for their untiring efforts for the development of girl children, including children of rural areas. It's a great opportunity for them to empower themselves with the power of education. I especially thank the members of College Governing Council for their wonderful support to the faculty and students to sustain quality of teaching and learning. I place on record my sincere thanks to today's resource person, Dr. A. Jayarajan, Assistant Professor, Center for Outreach and Strategic Alliances, Centurion University of Technology and Management, Parlapudi, Odisha. Sir, you have clearly expressed all the aspects concerned with the topic Sustainable Development Goals, Good Health and Well-being of Tribal Population in India. Thank you very much, sir, for your motivation and for your involvement for the welfare of tribals. I express my gratitude to Madam Principal for extending an effective guidance to reach the required benchmark in higher education. I thank the head of the department, Dr. G. Matilda Bhuvaneshwari, for initiating fruitful activities of the department to benefit more of needy individuals and for the faculty and students. I thank all the faculty members of the Department of Social Work who supported and contributed to Mrs. S. Hema effectively to organize this national seminar successfully. I express my gratitude to the participants across the country for their enthusiastic participation. I also thank participants of our institution, student volunteers of the department, and everyone who contributed for the success of the webinar. I extend my warm thanks to Ms. Wasima, 2nd BSW, for her excellent job as Master of Ceremony. Once again, I would like to thank all of you present in the virtual webinar for the National Seminar on Sustainable Development Goals, Good Health and Well-being of Tribal Population in India. Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am. That's the end of our program. We appreciate all of your involvement and thank you for sparing your valuable time for this session. We hope that this experience was informational and educational for you all. On behalf of Kaveri College, we wish everyone a pleasant day.
Thank you. Thanks for everything.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, madam.
For your enlightening presentation regarding tribal population. Sir, we need your help, sir, to go about
Please,
with
madam.
projects, So we will be contacting you, sir.
Sure, madam. Sure. We are conducting many projects, madam.